Hello, welcome to a new unboxing. Well, in fact I already did the outdoors video. This is the SYMA X8G. So this is a HD camera module, so equipped of an 8 megapixel GoPro clone camera. As you can see in these pictures, it comes in silver editions and it's exactly the same quadcopter than the X8C or W, except the color of the canopy is different. So what you will find in this new compact shipping box, so very compact, it will make more easy and decrease the shipping fees. So here is the contents of this box. So first of all, here is the quadcopter. Now it comes in nice silver edition. I like it. It's the same quality plastic of the X8C or X8W. The W was in black. My C version came in orange. So the silver is nice. Okay, so and you find exactly the same, very good quality of the plastic of the canopy, so resistant and durable to crash exactly. So you have to assemble your quadcopter. You have two tasks to do. First of all, you have to screw the landing gears. So you have to take a magnetic screwdriver and to screw 2 screws per feet, okay, and use a magnetic screwdriver. And the another part you have to do is to install the props. I will show how to proceed. So first of all, I will remove the prop caps, and this is the system to attach the props. As you can see, there is a plastic caps and a small vertical horizontal bar. Okay, so you have gently to turn this plastic, rotate by a 14 turn. You can hear a click like this, and now it's possible to push with the screwdriver like this. Okay, you can exit this small metallics. Okay, I will do it in this sense. So you will be able to remove it and to install or reinstall your props like this. So it's pretty easy and it takes just a fraction of a second. So I will now reinstall the system. So you don't have to force. Okay, just clips. Okay, it's in the middle, and then you have to clips whatever the sense of rotation. Now it's locked, and you could reinstall this plastic cover just for decoration. Okay, so this is a very nice quadcopter, hyper stable. You can already find my other review of the X8C. So you have a large battery base. Now it comes with a new type of plug. This is the banana, or exactly the reference is EC3. Okay, why not? And this quadcopter comes with 2000 milliamps per hour, 2S cellular LiPo. No discharge rate mentioned, but I guess it's at least 25C, if I'm not wrong. If you want an idea of the weight of this such batteries, so itself standalone, it's 103 grams, and if you want, I can give the dimension of this LiPo. Okay. So in length, is something I think 10 centimeters, I would say. Oh, a little bit shorter. 85 millimeters by 34. 17. Okay, and as you will see, you don't have a lot of free room when you install the batteries. So not so much. So you won't be able to install a much longer one. Okay. Maybe in 8 you can install more bigger if you can find a model with maybe 2-3 millimeters. In 8, yes, I guess you can find something like this. So don't abuse also with a larger model, because it will add extra weight and probably tie the motors or reduce the durability. So it came also with exactly the same type of remote. So very nice model, very large to grab with hand. Basically you will need only 4 AA battery to feed it. Okay. So the LCD is quite small, not very large, and you have 2 shoulder buttons. So the left one have 2 functions. The first is to cycle between the low mode and the H mode, the I mode. So this L is for beginner mode, H for expert mode, okay. And if you long press on it more than 2 seconds, you activate the headless mode, okay. You have this beep emitting, and to stop it you have to press it again. The right shoulder button is to perform flip, and as soon as you press on it, you have to indicate in which direction you want to perform the flip. Warning, it's a Navy quadcopter, so with the battery installed plus the quadcopter, it can more than 500 grams or 600 grams if I'm not wrong. So it's not really an acrobatic quad, so don't abuse of flips, okay? You can, of course, set the gyroscope, calibrate the gyroscope by pushing both sticks in lower left position, if I'm not wrong, or in lower right. In both cases, it will be the job. And you can probably also set the headless reference direction also like this. Okay, the last button is this trim button. They are all used except the throttle trim. They are used to turn on or off the camera or to take pictures. If you push up, you can take pictures, okay. And if you push down, you are turning on the camera, and if you press again down, you're turning off the camera module, okay. That's good. This transmitter uses the new SYMA protocol with 250 kilobit per second data rate protocol, so the range is very good. And I observed there are 2 antennas on the receiver, maybe a kind of diversity. This is explain also the very good range of such model. Okay, so what it comes with? It comes with a charger, okay, with the power unit to give the nominal voltage, and it will will have to connect your batteries on the balancer plug on the 2S1. It will take approximately more than 2 hours to charge it. It's not a fantastic model, so I advise also, if you continue with this hobby, to buy a real charger, for example an IMAX BC AC Plus, for example, B6 AC Plus, sorry, which is a relatively cheap and good model. So it comes with the AC3 plugs. It comes with a set of prop guards, okay. So you just need to remove these caps, okay, like this, and to insert it, okay. And after you have to screw BNS. So it's not very easy to, very hard, sorry, to install it. So I will reinstall the cover, and you have also some spare props, 2 clockwise, 2 counterclockwise. The nominal weight of I think they are 9 inch, if I'm not wrong, or close to be, and the weight is less than 10 grams the unity. And I can give also the weight of the prop guards if you want. So it's something like 6 grams. So you add 24 grams with the prop guards, and you have 40 grams of props. And finally, the more interesting part is this camera module. This is a kind of GoPro clone. So you have 2 parts. The camera mount, you have to first unlock the system like this by pressing down, and then after remove the external camera mount. Okay, so after you have to remove the micro USB. This is a camera module, and pretty light because there is no battery inside, so only 32 grams. No real a lot of output or input. You have a small dip switch to select between the 720p or in 60 frames per second, or 1080p in 30 frames per second. You have the micro SD card. Okay, it comes with a 4 GB model. Okay, and the last output is the micro USB plug. So it allows this plug to power the camera itself. Okay, so it comes with the this mini jack in 2.5 millimeters. I found the pinouts exactly. So for example, The external connector is a +5 volt. The central one is the camera trigger compared to the USB plug. Okay, this is the diagram I found, and the external one is the ground. Okay, so only the if I take the plug like this, yes, like this. Yes, so exactly this is how it comes. So the ground is on the one, or completely on the left, and the +5 is on the right. Okay, inside, if you remove the camera cover, you have a button. You can take a picture or a video. So it's strange they left the button, so it can be used, but you will need to give 5 volt if you plan to use this camera unit on another quadcopter. What I can say, the video quality is pretty good. Of course, it's an 8 megapixel, so it's kind of GoPro clone. The image is sharp, but I don't find the color rendition fantastic. I think it's too saturated, too white. Okay, for my opinion. So unfortunately, as far as I know, you cannot set any setting of this camera. I try to find if, for example, we can access to through the this cable to another out, and maybe it would be fantastic if this camera also can broadcast PAL or NTSC signal to give to your video transmitter. Unfortunately, is not. Well, I didn't find a way to. I tried to identify the other USB pins. I didn't find any clear answers. But the module is pretty light, and the good news, this camera mount, in fact, is a more important part for the SYMA. You can welcome some other type of GoPro. You can mount a real GoPro 2 or 3, if I'm not wrong, and probably most of the GoPro clone action camera can be installed in this camera mount. So, in fact, the main key ingredient, I would say, of this XG version is this camera mount, very adapted to the X8 series. So if you don't plan to buy the G version, or you have the C version, maybe you can buy a spare of this camera mount. Is very important, and you will be able to attach your own GoPro if you want, or you have a Xiaomi cam, for example. So it could be a nice alternative. So with the camera mount, it's close to 60 grams. So wow, 60 grams for the if I add the plug, it would be a little bit more, I guess. Okay. Oops, sorry, I was wrong in how I installed the camera. So I will okay. Be sure to, when you mount your camera, to align all of the micro USB with the all in the plastic. So when you install the total weight of this module with the jack, it's 64.2 grams. Okay, so to install on it is pretty easy. You take the front of the module, okay, and just slide it. It's pretty easy, and plug the jack, and voila, it's installed. So, well, I found that maybe there are some lateral movement, vibration can be transmitted laterally, okay, from the y-axis with this camera mount. So I think, and I try and already performed some tests. I designed very quickly, very briefly, a kind of sandwich of foam in order to install as a vibration foam, okay, and maybe an idea I will try to investigate. So maybe install some piece of foam like this, and you will remove some lateral vibration. I think it will help a lot to remove some extra high frequency jellos in your videos, because I found that out of the box, even if you balance your props, it's not really jello free. You have some high frequency jellos in this video, so probably this kind of sandwich, better done, can help a lot. Okay, and now I will say an important caution about this quadcopter. I strongly advise, as soon as you install the props, be sure that the motor shaft is correctly installed, because, for example, here is the two main parts of the motor shaft. So in this center part you will find the main metallic shaft here, and on it you will find this main gears, okay, spinning, and there is no ball bearing installed. It means that this plastic cover holding the motor here will be in direct contact with this plastic. It means that there is no, in theory, they install some grease or some oil to avoid extra friction, but it may happen that if they forget or versus time, this one is disappearing. It means that it happened to me that when I flew, it started and the plastic was so hot that it melted in this small round part, and the motor was completely, well, the system was completely blocked, stranded. So I had to reinstall a new one, and it means that I strongly advise, as soon as you receive this quadcopter, to add some small silicone oil in this, exactly in this part of this motor cover. So you have to, unfortunately, to disassemble it, or maybe you can access through this whole lateral wall to hide some oil exactly here, in order to, some silicone oil, for example, to order some, reduce the extra vibration and to avoid this big problem. Okay, so for me it's a major design problem or con points of this quadcopter. Okay, so I think I said everything about it, about the camera. Very good quality, but maybe too much white in the video, no AV out, pretty light. And the question, the real question about this quadcopter is, do I buy XC version and I remove the bad 2 megapixel camera module, and I buy this XG camera mount and I will install Xiaomi or GoPro clone, or do I buy directly the XG version? So I will say that for sure, and we'll see in my videos, the XG version image video is very, very good, okay? But if you already own an action cam, I think the best option is more to buy the XC version and to buy as spare just the plastic camera, transparent camera mount, and to install your Xiaomi cam. And of course you will be able to do this kind of mode of install foam like this, and it will offer very good quality. So this quadcopter is known to have a fantastic range, more than 200-250 meters of range. It's very powerful. You have a long duration flight, something like 11 minutes, 12 minutes with such battery, so it's great. You have a good payload capacity, 60 grams. It's just almost nothing for this quadcopter, so the extra weight of this camera module is nothing. If you want, you can install, well, not with this camera, but if you take the option to install a Xiaomi, etc., or such kind of GoPro, you can use an AV out cable, micro USB to AV out, and install a video transmitter. So also can also push to the option to take an X8C version. Well, so definitively SYMA got a hit with this X8 series. The X8G is a good choice. If you don't have any equipment and you want a cheap video platform, the motor, even if they are brushed, are very durable. You know, they can fly maybe 60-70 times without problems. So really compared to some double toys model V666, V333 and so on, with some M50 types, this type of motor are much more durable. So, and they are powerful. So you don't suffer too much there, they are not brushless. Really, it's a good, very good point for the durability of this motor. So out of the box for something like 160 bucks, I guess you will be able to find maybe a cheaper, maybe soon with Christmas and so on. This price will be maybe around $150. You have a fantastic high-resolution video platform, so I strongly advise it. But if you have already a GoPro clone, an action cam, go more for the XA version and buy as per the camera mount. Okay, I finished this unboxing and quick analysis. Check my outdoors video associated with, and if you like this video, please sub it, and if you like my channel in general, please subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.